Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. If you ain't been there before, consider subscribing. You might like what comes your way and also like the video, like the content. Yeah, today we're going to be talking about Amorim's Best 11, which we going to continue from the morning stream pretty much. So we're going to go through that. And then furthermore there, we're going to find his Best 11. Going to try find even the Leicester City game might go through a bit of Ruud van Nistelrooy's Reds. So yeah, we've got to look at a few things. But yeah, hopefully you're all doing well. Palmer's not for sale. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember talking about Cole Palmer. But you know, when he wants to come to the best team in the league in a couple of years, then yeah, man, we'll have that conversation then. How about that? Big up skills in the building. Says Cass with the consistency. Well, trying. You know, definitely trying. Like I said, you gotta do what you gotta do to entertain and obviously do what you need to do in life. But big up yourself, big up Israel as well. Big up Cass chat now, Cass. The Eze links make sense because we now need who's lefty? Lefty? You mean the left back? And also we need Euro backup ASAP and get me Branthwaite, Palmer, and Gomez. Yeah, there's a lot. To be fair, no, big up Charlie in the building as well, Paddy, as well, Bud guy, big up the best man. Yeah, you're being a little bit too nice there. But I'll back myself there. But as I said, look, we'll be going through a few things. As I said, it's there. We're ready to get a bit tactical in this platform. Do you know what I mean? Big up RSV as well. Big up Castan. Ten Hag Abandon's Ajax philosophy decided to build the system and the culture around Bruno and Rashford. Look like Alba and Ozil at Arsenal. His favoritism cost him 100%. Kaz Nacho. Nah, I'm a bit better than that. Come on, man. Man, call me that Kaz Nacho. Skills United are back. Skills, you're a Chelsea fan, I swear. Man has been fitted in United merch. I've got like, I'm not joking, yeah. Look, I've got tops. Don't get me wrong, I've got tops, yeah. Then I've got loads of United shirts. Then I thought, let me just go get, you know, a United channel. Let me have some like United merch. And then obviously I've got like the other jacket. I've got 2 other jackets and whatnot. So I'll just keep switching it around, innit? It's just, you've got to be wearing red, innit? Red's the right color, if you're in football terms. So yeah, man. Unless you're Liverpool. Of course, that's not the right red. That's fake red. That's washed out red that you put in the washing machine. And then it kind of like, you know, either goes a lot darker depending on what you put it with, or it goes a lot lighter and a little stale. And then you got the Arsenal one. That's definitely what you put in the washing machine because that's washed. What you saying? The players need to adapt to Amorim's system, not Amorim adapting to the players like Ten Hag. I agree. Amir says, "Good luck, coach. Bring back the history that made for this club." Well, apparently it's all been agreed. You know, I'm like, you know, just before we, because I'm gonna do like Leicester. Look ahead. We're gonna do what team we want to see. Ready already. I can't. You lot kill me, man. What's my favorite United jersey? I've gotten in so many different directions. I can't even think. My favorite one, right? My first ever Man United shirt was literally, imagine, it wasn't even a red Man United kit. It was, do you remember the white one? I think it was 2002. My first United shirt with Van Nistelrooy on the back. Can you imagine? So that was my first ever United shirt. My first red one was the 04 kit. So, you know, pretty much the same. Obviously, Vodafone and all that. And then obviously we go into the AIG stuff. But my favorite kit might be it's either the 05, 06 where, you know, it was white and it had the AIG in it, or the 08 kit because we won a double in that. But then I really think this one here, though, tops it off for me. This is my favorite United shirt. This one there. Like, no joke, that's my favorite one. It's just beautiful, isn't it? The Adidas, the stripes, obviously the stripes. Sharp just looks amazing on it for me. I like the old badge as well. It's just, there's something about it. For me, this is like Man United's one of more United's iconic kits. The blue one as well. I remember the blue AIG. That gives Arsenal fans nightmares. Nightmares. Everyone remembers the blue Ronaldo free kick, and everyone, I don't know why, but the blue kit reminds me of Park Ji-sung as well. So in 08, 06, even. So yeah, man. That was my favorite ones. Fonzie, you're taking the mic. But yeah, man, look, there's been some rumors, I think, from Time Sports. Someone posted on it here earlier. Does someone mind reposting? Here it is. Gamer TV. United agreed to pay the 4 million for Ruben Amorim's 3 staff members. Sporting will waive the 30-day notice period. Waive means whatever. So it looks like he's going to be coming in absolutely imminently, which is exciting. If you're a United fan right now, it's just exciting, isn't it? And like I said, man, there's no more talk. Don't let the rivals try and nitpick. Don't try anything. Allow that. Senior figures at Sporting. This is from Sky Cava, who absolutely hates United, by the way, that little munchkin. Honestly, he's a dwarf. He says senior figures at Sporting believe Amorim is the new special one. He will not take any crap from anyone, has a strict work ethic, is demanding in training, will get rid of anyone who steps out of line. And then Record Portugal says Ruben Amorim will manage Sporting until the next international break. So we might see a little bit more from Ruud van Nistelrooy's Reds that could also still be in charge, which, you know what? I'm not actually that mad. Like, if that's the truth, I'm not mad at that because I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what to expect a little bit, but I just don't mind it. Like, as much as I want him to be in United helm quickly, if that is going to be true from Record Portugal, then it's what is it? Just a week? So then he's got all international break to do what he needs to do. So yeah, man, Van Nistelrooy looks like he's going to be in charge on Sunday. I think, and you know what? He didn't really give the Sporting fans like a proper goodbye yet. So I think, out of respect for Sporting fans, for me, he should go there on Friday or the last games, one of them, and just like, you know, have a proper like goodbye. And I think that's fair enough. Next international break is literally next week. So the game, so we got, let me check Man United's fixtures. I know we've got Ipswich. I think Ipswich might be our last game. So basically we've got next week, we've got Chelsea Sunday, PAOK Poke, I don't know how to say the name. They're from Thessaly or something, from Greece. I believe, if my geography is good. And then we've got Leicester City again next week, Sunday. So, okay, so it's next Sunday. Then he will be away to Ipswich Town in his first game. His first home game will be against Everton, if that is going to be true. So, if it is to be true. A big up Philip. He says, Cass Amorim won't make a big improvement on United's form, even though he's good. What do you mean it's not a good improvement in United's form? Do you understand? Do you understand how shit United's form is? So, how it's easy to have a big improvement in United's form. This is coming from a Liverpool fan as well. And don't get me wrong, I'm getting a little bit defensive on this part, but I have a right to do so. It's not that hard. You know, you still see United finishing 12th because you hate United. You're a Liverpool fan. Scummy. Casino Guardiola. We're going to get into it. The tacticals. Today, us lot. So, us, because this is our channel, as I say, we are going to figure out what his best 11 is, and you lot can challenge me on it if you want. And you know what? You already saw a little glimpse earlier, and we'll go through it. But yeah, and then we'll go through what we should find against Leicester City a little bit later. And this is his tactics. And you know what? I've got on here is not just a little thing. I can do a little tactical part, so I can change the fields, etc., etc. So yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to change the whole screen. You know, let me make this an actual. Let me go home. Let's make this a big pitch field. Right, let's make this a big pitch. There we go. Boom. Right. Oh, we can do it in 3D as well. We can do it in 3D. Make sure you smash the like button as well. There's nearly 140 of you, 150 of you in the house, but only 35 likes. So it'd be nice to see as well, like some more likes in the building. Big up from Detroit. Also, where in the UK are you based? I'm out with Traps at New Cross in London. I imagine this at RSV. I grew up literally around the corner from New Cross. There you go. I'm not based there no more though. Yeah, it will be 4-3-3 tonight, but we'll talk on Ruud's tactics as well. You killed me with a Segundo versus V drop earlier. Like I said, the fancy word for box to box is Segundo. But what's it called? The Segunda. What's it called again? Was the other one? Whatever the hell it's called. What's it called? A Volante or something like that, isn't it? Some crap like that. That's what it calls Segundo Volante, a fancy word for box to box. Yeah, man, that's the one. It's just a fancy word for box to box, bro. I'll be real. Do you know what I mean? It's like what would you call it? I don't know, like it's a bit weird. It's just a supporting role, isn't it? That's all that really is. There's nothing really much else to really say from that. I'll be real. What we gonna call it? A Mazzala? You know, you got a Regista. You know, you got a what's it called? A Carrilero, something like that. Yeah, the Mazzala is like the one that likes to go into like like half spaces in the wide areas and stuff like that. But anyways, let's have a little look here because we can. There we go. Boom. Let's get into this, man. What I feel like it's gonna be his tactics and stuff like this. What you saying? Cass, if we win on Sunday, I don't want any rude excuses. You're gonna get rude excuses, all right? That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna definitely get rude. So yeah, man. A deep version, yeah, box to box, yeah, picking up in pretty much. You can pick it up from deep areas and then drive with it. It's again another one, a fancy word for ball carrier, box to box, however you want to lay. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Rude plays free at the back, by the way. According to whom? According to whom? You don't play no free at the back. There's no what's it called, evidence of that. I've never seen Rude Van Nistelrooy play free at the back personally. I'll big up Solomon for becoming a new member as well. What did you become? Let's see what you became. Does it say? He's a cast lighter. No one else wants to become an only cast now. You're the one that made it up, Solomon. You should be the only cast one here. So yeah, man. Anyways, let's get into this, man. Let's go through what I think Amorim's best 11 is gonna be as well, man. And also let me know what you lot believe Amorim's best 11 is going to be. And let me talk a little bit about the tactics. I've got to get used to this app a little bit. So, you know, you like bear with me if it looks stupid at it. I know it's like called tools or something. But big up for being a member as well, man. I appreciate anyone that wants to support, even every little bit. So yeah, this is easy, right? If it allows me. That's the obvious choice. Anana, in it. He can do all sorts of roles. We're gonna go through again what I said earlier. And you know what? I don't think I'm gonna I don't think I'm gonna put the two. I don't think I'm gonna put him in this one. I could add him. You know what? Should I add Anthony to this? Should I add Anthony to this? You know what? Maybe for do I add him? The 3D. Do you want me to come out of the 3D? I can come out of the 3D. One sec. Is it menu? No. Bear with me. There we go. We can just do it like that then. Do you want it like that? Yeah. So just for this sec, anyways. Ooh. We'll do it like this. It don't really matter, to be fair. Let me add in Anthony. If I add in Anthony, just for this, I actually don't need. You know what? He might actually have a key role in this all. So. Oh, there you go. Look, he's already number 21. So there you go. Done. Anyways, Anana's in goal. It's kind of obvious at this point. Some people don't actually rate the Ligt in this kind of like in the center, but I'm gonna put him in the center. I mean, this is gonna go across, isn't it? So I think the Ligt's gonna be the central figure. And I think, again, he's not that scared to go a bit further forward with the ball, even though some may like him maybe as a wider centre back because he can cover wide areas quite easily. But I think because of Euro and Euro's youth, especially, I don't think you can be using Euro for his development in the centre of the park at that moment. Now, what I like to do here is he likes his centre backs nice and wide. Yeah, so they can play their diags. So we're going to put Martinez literally over here as well. So he's the perfect one for this. I think he's going to like him a lot. But the only thing I don't like about what some of these others are talking about, right? We're going to make up, we're going to make a lineup for Leicester as well. The only thing I don't like about what they're saying about Martinez, 2 tacticals on here, Statman Dave. Also, what's his name? The other one, he's quite a big YouTuber, James Lawrence Alcott. They used the word Martinez, athlete, and mobility. I did not like those words they used for this guy. And that makes me wonder if someone's writing scripts for them. Because don't get me wrong, Martinez is so good with the ball, at his feet, and he's good at evading players and whatnot. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the mobility part in terms of speed and getting back, I'm not too sure on that part in it. I wouldn't exactly call him athlete. I think that's the wrong word. Anyways, not the point. Let's keep going through his best 11. Euro, because he's young, as well. And because of his passing, even Daps has witnessed his passing as well. And you know what? Let's not act like we're mad. Let's not act like we're mad experts on Euro. But one thing he does do is have a great passing range. And he's more comfortable out wide, and he likes to slide as well, which he needs to come out of his game a little bit. Like he goes to the ground a little bit too much. So yeah, anyway, let's get Euro and then Martinez wide out from centre back from De Ligt, because that's how Amorim is like. That's what he likes to do. Now, you lot not gonna like this as well, but for the time being, I think he's gonna try this. I want Harry Amas in this, but I'm not joking. Meantime, I'm putting Anthony up there. No joke, on the left, I'm putting Anthony up there. I don't think we got any other wing backs. And you know what? We talk about wing backs. Go do your research on Amorim, by the way. He does not play with wing backs traditionally. He plays with wingers. Wingers. Yeah. And I'm not saying he should be in this team, but I don't think we've got anybody else that can do that job other than him. And if you want, you can use Harry Amas as well in it. So you can take your pick, whoever you want, right, on this side. But I'm actually saying Anthony in it. And I think if you simplify his game, you might get the best out of him. And you lot are laughing right now, but this is Man United's team right now. Because who else you got there? You won't play Anthony. I guarantee you will. I think it's going to be Anthony. But I think it's Harry Amas is going to go there. But right now, we don't know how good Amas is going to be. But I don't like Anthony, and I like youth and giving a chance. So I'm going to put Harry Amas over there. So whether you like it or not, I'm going to put the youngster in there. He done it with the guy called Quenda. What's his name? Quenda? I don't know anything about him, but he's a bit like Vanderson. He's a bit like Frimpong on the right. And this role here, for me, what I've learned is that he likes his left wing back as more of a support winger. Guys who can literally cross it from deep. So I'm going to put Harry Amas over there because Luke Shaw can't do it. We're not putting no right footers over there. Don't say Delo because he's going to cut inside. And certainly not Luke Shaw because he's not even going to be available. So, and I don't really like Luke Shaw. So there we go. I think this one's the more difficult one. But some may say Mazarawi. Some may probably say Delo. But it's probably going to have to be Delo only because he likes to take on his man. And I think Delo's got a better engine than most right backs as well. I'm not in favor of him like loads. But I think Delo has to be the one that goes there. I think that's clear as day, right now, because he's the one that can take on plays. He does get into spaces. Also, he likes his fullbacks getting into like attacking areas. There's a goal that they scored as well. I can't remember who was it against. It was one of the Portuguese teams, and it was quite a good breakdown. But you see where the right wing back's at, or the right winger, right mid. And obviously, you see him in them diag areas. So I'll explain that a little bit later on. I think this is pretty much a no-brainer. But Kobbie Mainoo, again, the fancy word for box to box, needs a ball carrier. United need to have someone that's kind of comfortable in possession and getting past the player. Someone with a bit of acceleration, at least, with a quick burst. And that's Kobbie Mainoo to a T, who will do a lot of the attacking role pretty much. So I'm going to put Kobbie Mainoo there, which is pretty much a no-brainer. This isn't a surprise, is it? Let's be real. Agate, let's be real. Now I'm going to go into the 210s. Again, question me on this. I don't know where Malacia is, and I couldn't care less where he is. Malacia is a fullback. Malacia is not a wing back. He's good in possession. He hasn't got a good whip on him, so he's not going for me, and he doesn't have a burst of engine to get up and down the pitch. So I'm not putting him there. Not for me, anyways. He's not my cup of tea. Now with one natural 10 that he has, again, I'm putting Bruno up. I'm putting Bruno there. Bruno, I don't see how anyone likes it, but there's two players I'm not in favor of, Bruno and Mason Mount. I don't think they should be anywhere near the team. But if you're going to have someone that's good in tight spaces, it's either going to be Bruno or it's going to be Eriksen. So it's Bruno or Eriksen. I don't think he's going to play with Eriksen because he plays with a high engine team who can press. Bruno's still got his engine. I'm not saying he's the best at pressing, but for me, Bruno's the one that can operate in the tight spaces. Not as great as Eriksen can because I think Bruno's not really press resistant. But this is the best Man United can conjure up at the moment, and that's a fact. And I don't think there's nobody else that can really do it. Then you got your winger 10, which is Ahmad right now. I don't have to explain that to you, innit? I don't have to explain that to you, innit? Ahmad is easily Man United, one of Man United's, if not best Man United's. You could even say like in terms of best football players. It is what it is, isn't it? Maze is there. Look, don't worry. Look, Mason Mount is here. You can see Maze, but Mason Mount's injured. Mason Mount does not go into my best 10. I think Mason Mount and Bruno Fernandes are going to have a fight for this position, in my opinion. He can be used, but he's never fit. And you know what? The last one is, you lot might like him because of, well, more than the next man for me, but some of you like Xerxes more, but I prefer Højlund. You know what I mean? I prefer Højlund way more. I think this right now is Man United's best 11. For me, this is Man United's best 11. Like Xerxes, he's not a guy that runs into channels really. He likes the ball to feet a lot. I think Xerxes will get utilized as one of the 10s. I think actually Marcus Rashford is going to be used more as a number 9 as well. I can't really see Rashford being in this space or this space too much, because the thing is, if we go into it a little bit more, where's the tools on this? If we go into this a little bit more, you know, with both centre backs, it's kind of easy. But I think Højlund, only because he runs into channels, you know, he's going to run in behind. And I think it's the same thing with Gyökeres. Obviously, Gyökeres is a bad boy, but for me, that's the one. It's as easy as that, innit? That's the way I'm looking at it. What do you lot think of this team? What do you think? This is one of the worst teams? Can't complain about that team. Rashford will be used as an inside forward, but he doesn't play with inside forwards really. So I don't see it. He needs operators. Where do you think that team can finish? Again, depends on the system. I'm not mad in. The thing is, I quite like the team. Like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I still think it can finish 4th, but it's lacking. It's still lacking, if that makes sense. For me, it's lacking. I think it can definitely finish 4th, depending on again, it depends of the system and if these lot adapt to the system quick. But that's a big ask at the moment. It's too much of an unknown, isn't it? Garnacho's definitely getting dropped. Where does Garnacho fit into this space? I don't see it. He'll play Rashford on the left 10 and Bruno on the right 10. No, he wouldn't. Why would he use any of them? None of them are good in spaces. They're both, look, if we go into it, if we're being honest with ourselves, look, he needs these lot to do whatever they can in it. So I don't know why it's doing that, bro. Allow it. Why is it not white? Make it white. No offense. Obviously, you got Euro. He's not going to these sort of spaces, yeah. Don't get me wrong. They're going to have to cover a lot of ground, no matter what. So they're going to be going into them areas. All these men got to do here with Harry Amas is literally, they just got to do line. And then sometimes you're going to find the logo into these areas, these pockets, really. But this is all their job. They don't need to do anything more. That's all that is. And then obviously, when you got these two here in these two pockets, you got Bruno and my man. They're going to do whatever they want, right? They'll do whatever they want. They got a free roam. They're going to float around. How is Rashford going to float around and do that job as like a midfielder? Because as much as we like it, yeah, if we deep it, right, De Ligt will come here sometimes. Agate will, if we just move Agate quickly, he'll come here in possession. This is how it will look. No joke. This is how it's going to look. So if I get rid of all of this, in possession, yeah, Anana will come out. How do I move this quick? De Ligt will go there sometimes. You'll see Martinez, Euro, yeah, who can spray balls. Anana comes out as a free, yeah. This is what I've learned. Kobe Minu, you'll find Ahmad can kind of just float around here. He will float around there, while these men are just doing up the bomb job. And pretty much, you'll see probably sometimes something like this, and you'll see someone obviously drop into the midfield. This is how it works. This is called tactical pad, by the way. If anyone you're losing, you're gonna find it's gonna be something along these lines. Yeah, where you see Manu go into different spaces, he can run beyond the striker. You know, you might even find Bruno dropping deeper, and this goes here. You might find the low in a position like that. You know, Ahmad comes over. That's what I mean about tactical flexibility. It's more like a free. Some people will see it as a 3-1-6, right? And I don't really see it like that. Obviously, we got to use the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is technically in the 3. But if we go out, if we go a bit of out and make it look a little bit more simple, and like let's say De Ligt and Agate in possession, it will look something sometimes like this in it, where you see the wing backs are so high. You got the low into them spaces, but you'll see my man. It will look like a 3-1-6 at times. It will look like that. You might find it. Agate's got a lot of ground to cover, but then you also might find Bruno just dropping deeper. These two players can do whatever they want. 1, 2 can do whatever they want on the pitch. That's their roles. And this is why I say this team can do that job. And this is why I say Rashford, Garnacho, etc., etc. I don't think they can do anything along them lines. What's my expectations for Amorim this season? For Amorim. All right. My expectations will still always be, I think you got to go get me the Champions League, innit? You always got to go get me the Champions League, no matter what. I don't think for me, it's a no-brainer. Give me a sec. And I want to personally, I want a Carabao Cup. I want a Carabao Cup personally, innit? Like go get me 2 trophies. And I think top 5 is respectable enough considering, but I still think United can definitely. I think it's early enough for United to go and actually go get 4th. Would I be annoyed if Amorim can't do that with this whole squad? Probably not. I wouldn't be annoyed. Where do you think Xerxes would be in the system? In one of the 10s. I don't see him being as a striker. I see Rashford utilized as one of the strikers running in behind. And I think it might suit him quite a lot, to be fair. But I think Europa League is going to be our route, the main focus of route to get us into the Champions League. Even though it's a big ask because it is a cup competition, you could be crap on a day. Do you know what I mean? I don't know, man. It's again, I think it's kind of early. But if you go and beat Chelsea, you know, if you beat Chelsea this weekend, that opens up a new can of worms, doesn't it? Like Chelsea will struggle defensively in the system without world-class defenders. Well, I think United's got better defenders than Chelsea, though. I don't think we ain't got a weird. Like, I honestly think we've got a better defense than Chelsea. Like, I think Lisandro Martinez is better than all your centre backs. I think De Ligt's better than all your centre backs. And I also think Euro's got the highest potential more than most of your centre backs. I'm being dead serious. The only defender I truly like at Chelsea at the moment is, okay, I quite like Levi Colwill, but he's having a bit of a whatever. Like, I do like Levi Colwill to a degree, bit rash sometimes, and I like Vega, and he doesn't get used there. The only thing I'll give you that I'll credit to you probably got better fullbacks than us. I think we got better centre backs. We definitely on paper, yeah, we definitely have better defenders than Chelsea. You lot got obviously better midfielders overall in abundance. Chelsea's got better lot than us, to be fair. But I still think at the end of the day, I still think things can be utilized a little bit differently. And I think United squad's not as bad as what people make it out to be, innit? United go and beat Chelsea, all of a sudden, you've lot got Arsenal next week. And then it could be a sticky situation where you're thinking like, oh shit, United's back in the conversation. Then things will change. That's what I'm saying. Two games can really change the narrative for me. So yeah, man, that's the way I look at it. And then obviously tonight is against Leicester. And that's a Ruud Van Nistelrooy team as well. Like, that's the way he's setting up. So it'd be interesting to see what he goes with. And we all know what Ruud Van Nistelrooy likes to do typically through PSV. Like, it's a 4-3-3 that changes technically into a 4-2-3-1. So one of the midfielders. So and it's quite compact as well. But one thing I do know he does, like, I do wonder if Harry Amas gets the nod today. Why is it Leicester City? How do you know it's Leicester's B team tonight? What makes you so sure on that? Big up, Dan, man. Big up. Yeah, well, you say both Chelsea now will struggle until world-class defense is brought in. I don't think there's much world-class defenders out there. You're gonna have to make your own luck. The thing is, United haven't actually conceded lots of goals this year. They've conceded in lots of goals in like a single game, like Liverpool and like Tottenham. Yeah, that's both them games. Bar that, there's been clean sheets and stuff and whatnot. And obviously we've got the West Ham game, but that's under a shit Ten Hag. That's why I say it can't get any worse, and it should get a lot better, way better. There's not many world-class defenders out there to go and grab. Not for me, anyways. There's just a lot of potential, way too much potential. Like, Diamonde is potential. If I tell you now, one sec, Premier League table. Give me a sec. Chelsea have conceded 11. Man United have conceded 11. And we're talking about a good Man United. I mean, a good Chelsea side compared to a shit United side. I think I think he's coming to. I'm not too sure what the. I don't know what the news is realistically with the whole point. Let me double check. So yeah, I think he comes in. Apparently, he might be coming in international break, potentially like just during that. So it's not really the end of the world, is it? We're too excited to see stuff. So yeah, but Georgie One Foot, let me know. How do you know that it's going to be like a Leicester City B team? Is something being said? Ward, Cody, Vestergaard, Skip, Samare, Ayu, Luke Thomas, etc. It will be a B team tonight. Are you? Yeah, but is that what you've heard? Is that what you know? So yeah, but yeah, if we look a little bit now, anyways, to the Man United Leicester City game, since we're talking about it, Ruud van Nistelrooy. I don't know what he likes. The thing is, I don't know what kind of players he likes. I have no idea what he like. I got feelings Ahmad's definitely gonna get. I think Ahmad gets the nod today. I'm sure Ahmad gets the nod today because he likes Ahmad. I'm pretty sure he likes players. So if we're gonna do up a build up of an 11, I'm pretty sure Ruud's gonna want to get some players out that he probably thinks that he's gonna play on Sunday. You know, again, which kind of routine do we go for? I mean, I suppose we can let's try to work it out a little bit. So if we go for this, then no, how do I edit that? Can I take that little part out? No, I can't. Never mind. It's there no matter what. Cool. So it's obvious. Anana's going to be in goal for this tonight. Who's going left back tonight? Is Mazraoui fit? Is Mazraoui injured? Let me check. Mazraoui. So forced a knee conflict with Sunday with the fullback being assessed. Has anything said about Mazraoui? I don't know if anything's been I don't think anything's been said about Mazraoui then. So that's again, I can't really see much. I don't think Bayindir plays. It's too much there's too much at stake right now. Remember, right now is Ruud van Nistelrooy. This is Van Nistelrooy this is pretty much his this is his showcase, for another club if he wanted to go and manage. I saw what's it called? Who was it? Was it was it Statman Dave? He done something with his tactics within Ruud van Nistelrooy. Sometimes he likes to go into a back three and all this kind of stuff. But I'm gonna go off what I saw at PSV in it. So, anyways, let's see what do you want to see? But I think Amas gets a start tonight. This is where you need to get him a start. For me, this is the game for him in it. It'll be difficult because they got some tricky wingers and whatnot. But I think Harry Amas has to be the guy that starts tonight. I don't think you should. I think you got to start imposing a way of playing and having someone that's comfortable on the left. He's been training with the first team for a long time now. Luke Shaw's not back, relapse of injury of some sort. He played a back three against Ajax when he was at PSV, but I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening right now with United. I'll be very surprised if we see a back three. Then I'm all for it, innit? Because obviously we're going into a back three anyways. So I reckon it's going to be Harry Amas. You're talking about Toby Collier, Jack. So I don't know if Toby Collier's going to get a nod, but I got a feeling tonight could be a game where he does rotate here a bit. But remember, Bruno is only just coming back. I reckon he goes with a 4-2-3-1, pretty much as simple as what we've seen all along as well. He might even give Joshua Zirkzee a run out, but I reckon this could be his team. I think it's kind of obvious who's going to go at the back. I think he's going to go with Martinez. He's going to go with De Ligt. I think he's going to make sure that them two are playing. I think that's quite easy. I think if anyone's going to get a nod this time, again, over them, just because of injury concerns, Diogo Dalot, I think that's going to be him. Remember, I'm not clued up on Ruud van Nistelrooy's tactics. So I don't know who plays what and who does what, but I reckon he plays Harry Amas. It's a good game for Leicester, obviously, to see what he can do. I think he's going to play Agate in the middle since he didn't play against West Ham. I think Agate is going to be that guy there. I don't think he plays Casemiro whatsoever. And then I've actually got a feeling he might even go with, because I know he likes high energy and pressing, but I reckon he's gonna put Bruno Fernandes next to Agate, you know. I got a feeling he's gonna play Agate. I think he's gonna play Bruno. I'm not too sure why, but I've gone. This is what I think he's gonna go with. Unless you don't think that he's gonna go with somebody else, I'm not too sure. But I reckon he goes with Bruno in centre mid. I think it's quite easy to say that Ahmad is good. I think because of everything, like I think he's got something going there, but I reckon he's gonna give the 100th game to Garnacho and Ahmad. I think this is what our wingers are gonna look like. I think it's gonna be this and then that. What's this? Big up Aiden Andrews, man. Make sure you like and subscribe as well, man. I reckon because I wouldn't look at Ericsson getting dropped. You got to look at that. Ericsson has played multiple games in a row, right? And 90 minutes worth in a row, pretty much. So I wouldn't look at it there in it. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Big up for the super chat as well, Aiden. So I think he's going to get rested. We're only at 70 likes. Why are we not on 100 likes? Come on, people, man. Get to 100 likes. You lot, I know you lot are not bozos, innit? So that's what I reckon he'll go with. And then after, I don't think Rashford gets his minutes either. I've got a feeling he will go with, because he, again, didn't get minutes, I reckon he's going to go with a Joshua Zirkzee. And I've got a feeling he will go with Hoyland. A little bit like a little bit staggered like that. This is the team I reckon he goes for. Because Casemiro, again, don't get me wrong, it's time to move on from him at a slight touch, but I'm not too sure Casemiro is going to be for him. Casemiro played 90 minutes last game. He might be looking towards him for the weekend. And I think he'll go quite strong today to make a statement for himself as well and for the team. I think Ahmad needs some minutes. Ahmad could do with a run out. I think Toby Collier could be an option, but again, you know, Agate needs minutes. Xerxes needs minutes. Hoyland's on a decent run at the moment. So that's why I reckon this is going to be this team. I don't see any other team that's available. Maybe Mazraoui gets a nod. I don't think so. Mino's injured. Lindelof should not be anywhere near the team. Who else is there as well? Yoro's injured. Shaw's injured. Casemiro's another option. Don't see it though. Dan Gore's injured. Mason Mount's injured. And then obviously we've got Marcus Rashford. Anthony's injured as well. So I don't think we've got much options tonight to really play anything. The only way I can see it being different if Xerxes goes up front maybe and he puts Bruno next to him. But I just don't. I really don't see how it looks any different from this team. You know, I think Toby Collier deserves a run out later. It could be a situation where he brings Bruno off and puts Toby Collier on it if we're like 2-0 up. But I would like to see this team put Xerxes in the hole, put Bruno close to him, and Agate close to him. And you know what? One thing I do know about Ruud van Nistelrooy, though, his fullbacks play high and wide. That's exactly what happens. It was, and this is what I think you're talking about. I think you'll see something split into a 3, something like that. And he gets his wingers down. You know, it's a bit similar to Ten Hag. But if he does that, look what we've got in the middle. It don't look that good, does it? So that's why I say the back 3 stuff. I don't really, in possession, especially, I don't see how that works. Because that midfield is looking, you're asking to get fucked up if we're keeping it blunt. But let me get some of your predictions anyways. That's enough little tactical pad. But I'm gonna keep that because I'm still getting used to it. And I've got a little pen, look. You see it, look, I've got a little pen, like a little Apple pen in it. So with this Apple pen, I can start drawing on it. And then that might be a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Might even see Hamza Chowdhury. Yeah, maybe that would be the case. But I don't care. Personally, Georgia, I don't really give a shit who you lot play in it. For me, like, no disrespect to Leicester, but you're Leicester. You know, you're you're a shadow or a former of your old self, and so are we. So yeah, man, cast 10 pad. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna start using this for the look ahead stuff. I'm gonna see if I can maybe make that turn twist or whatever, so I can make it look a little bit more pleasing on the eye. But give me some score predictions. Because if we go look, I want to look at. Let me go look at Leicester's form. Leicester City form. So we go to Leicester City results. Let's see their form. Right. I think they had quite a good win the other week. Sorry, against Southampton away. They just got battered by Forest. Then he won against Southampton, won against Bournemouth. They actually put up a decent fight against Arsenal. They drew with 1-1 with Everton, drew with Leicester Palace as well. So you know what? When you realize like Leicester's not actually been doing that bad. They have conceded some goals, but they got goals in them as well. You know, and don't get me wrong, they're if we deepen it, Leicester are like 2 points below Man United. 2 points below Man United. And if it is not their first team tonight compared to ours, then that's kind of shameless, isn't it? When we really deep it. But that's not our faults, that's their faults. They're definitely scoring. I don't know, with a new look. You know what the thing is? When you got new managers and a new look situation, I don't know. I just feel like we're too used to what we see under Ten Hag, and I don't see how that happens when the manager gets sacked for anyone. Maybe I don't know. I think United will score a few goals. You know what? I'll go with what Dan says. I think 3-1. I would like Hoyland and Ahmad to score and get on the score sheet as well. I think that would be nice. I don't care about Garnacho getting any more goals. No, it'd be nice for Xerxes to get a couple goals if that was the case as well. But we'll see anyways. Vardy's hanging around, put the dagger against Spurs. Yeah, do you know what I mean? There we go, man. But yeah, I'm gonna pretty much end it there. We was gonna do a live at 5 or 6. But you know what it is? I'm not really. I don't know, man. I can't be. I'm tired. I got things to do after this as well. More stuff. So yeah, man. The final boss, Cassie and Tyrone always get me in a never felt intro. I haven't seen you guys being so gassed to go OT like that in time. I can't. I need to go, man. I definitely need to go to Old Trafford again. That's for sure, man. I might get a ticket for Amorim's first games. One of them. I probably will, to be fair. So yeah, man. Make a day trip out of it in December. There's lots of games. So yeah, man. Hopefully we win tonight. We're gonna be doing a watch long on Big Up. So remember, we're gonna be on Big Up later. I don't know if any of you haven't signed up yet. But if you want to watch the Man United game, Chelsea game with us, the Spurs Man City one, look, just go over there, go sign up. Look, there's no, don't get me wrong, there's no app for it, but it'd be nice to actually see some Man United support in it. If you lot all in here because you're supporting me, then you being on here supports me a lot. Do you know what I mean? You get an email that will come through, and we'll go live at like 7 o'clock. So if we go live at 7 o'clock, and then there's a lot of games coming on at 8, 7:45, 8:15, there's obviously going to be a part of it. It takes 2 seconds to sign up. If there's like 100 of you in here now, and then you come support me later, me and Daps, by the way, whilst we've got like 3 games on at a time, then from there on, I have 100 people in. Then you lot are getting me my money. That's the truth, innit? And also, it's more of an interactive chat, just like this, like a little bit like how me and you are doing. Is there a Discord for my channel? No, there isn't a Discord for my channel. I didn't know people done that. You know what it is? I would do it, but I just can't keep up. I can't keep up with all the apps and stuff like that. So if someone wanted to make a Discord, then yeah, that'd be sick. If someone wants to run that, be my guest, make it. Invite me to it, maybe. I don't know. You can kick me out of it, I suppose, but I haven't got a Discord at the moment. Unless you lot do you lot want a Discord? You know what? Let me put in a poll right now. Let me see this. Like, are you lot interested in it? If you're not interested in it, then yeah, fair enough. Do you want a Discord? And be honest. I need you lot to be honest. Let me see something. 2 votes. 3 votes. 4 votes. No? How can you unvote for something? That makes no sense. It's going more to that side as well. Who can we? Is there anyone that we can kind of raid real quick? I mean, I suppose Rance is live, isn't it? I don't think anybody else is. So, and it's not like there's loads of us in there, anyways. But no, I don't know. Like, obviously, you could just people talk and go on the Discords and stuff like that. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't know if I really want a Discord. It's like if I'm going to do Discord, they're going to need like 50 people, hundreds of people in it. So yeah, if you don't want to run up a Discord for wherever, then yeah, man. It's up to you lot. But I want you lot on here. I want you lot on this platform. I want you lot to sign up to it because it takes 2 seconds and it's absolutely free and it's a better platform for like watch longs and stuff. So, you know what I mean? So, I want you lot on there like 7 o'clock tonight. Put that in your books. Yeah, truthfully, you put, yeah, you don't care. Exactly. No one cares. Like, even I look at Discord and I just look at it and just think, like, what's the point? This is dead. But yeah, look, in a bit, man, it's gonna go over to Rance's channel. Just go hit like just go say like Cash Raid or something like that. And then yeah, we should be live tonight as well. Both channels. Well, I say Navara Foul is gonna be running up some mad live anyway. So yeah, man, in a bit.